Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. Hey, we're about at our destination here. Gonna take this experimental rig up here and try to see if it works. We're planting sunflower. And as most of you guys know, the corn planters, with the exception, I think, of the horse and maybe a couple of the smaller ones, this corn planter specifically, you cannot fertilize with it. It's got 2 tanks on it. You would think you could, but you can't. And it only fills up the left one with seed. So we're going to try this little experimental concoction, or whatever you want to call this, little setup here. We've got the, what do you call it? I don't want to say it wrong again. Hatzenbeikler. That's what we'll call it. It is the tank. So let me switch back to the seeder, unfold it here. And we will see if it fertilizes this field with this planter. Actually, I need to, this is going to be the tricky part, is backing it up and getting it in line. It's a lot easier to do it when this is not connected. Maybe I can do it without messing it up too bad. Whoop. Okay. So, we've got 15,200 of seed, and then we've got 4,600 of fertilizer. Fertilizer goes slower than seed, though, so hopefully we won't have to refill too much. But let's see if this works. Hire it and seed it. Alright. First impression, it doesn't look fertilized, but it might be. It doesn't look like it's using any of the fertilizer. And that worries me. I wonder if it is. Let's see if it is. Soil composition survey says no, it is not. So I wonder if I need to be on this. Let it go for a little bit here. And I'm going to check it again. No, it is not using the fertilizer. Alright, so we have learned a lesson here. It's using the seed, but it's not fertilizing. That's disappointing. I was hoping that would work. Oh well, we'll just have to come back and fertilize everything with the other rig. So, guess what we're buying? We're buying back to that cedar deal. This thing, the Hatzenbeikler seeding pack thing. So, yeah, I was really hoping that would work. It's really weird. It says it'll plant. It says it'll hold corn, sugar beets, and sunflower. Yet it won't plant it. And this is the only one you can connect behind it apparently. That won't plant it. That doesn't have a back attachment. I don't think this thing has a back attachment on it, does it? No, just some steps. Oh well. We tried. So what I'll probably do is I'll let this big corn planter plant the big fields, and the smaller fields I will put the other planter on because it does fertilize. I'll put the horse planter on those. So yeah, that's a little disappointing. I was kind of hoping that would work. I wonder why it says that's up. See how the back implement's down there on the little tractor symbol? They say it's up. I wonder if I have to lower that. No, that's how you open the tank. Still says it's up. It's probably because I have this back attacher on here. Oh well. It does give you an expanded capacity, so if you wanted to hook this up just to have the expanded capacity, I mean, you can do that. But it does not fertilize. Tried to make it work. And I don't think there's any other... That's not the right button. I don't think there's any other planters that will do that. That one doesn't do it. That one is designed for... This one will... This is actually an all-in-one planter, but it doesn't fertilize, and that's the downside to it. This one fertilizes for the other crops. And then you get down to the horse, and it's the... Currently, it's the biggest one that will plant corn and sunflower and sugar beets and fertilize at the same time. So it's either buy a bunch of these horse machines, or have these and then fertilize behind them. So, and I mean, we've got a fert rig, so it's not that big of a deal. But after we do this sunflower harvest, I'm going to close this field, get it plowed together, work on the trees around it, and boy, I'm starting to lose my voice here. We'll start working on this field here and get it all fixed up. So, he's planting just that little strip. I'm going to have to go back and fix that little patch back there and that one in the middle. But I think this will work better. I've got growth turned off, and that way when we decide, to have it start growing, it'll all grow at the same time. It won't be like half the field grown and partway grown and half not. So that just looks weird because it's all blocked off and it's kind of glitchy looking. But yeah, it's kind of nice having this expanded capacity. So, well, that thing does curve, doesn't it? Alright, let's do this right here. Okay. Got that. Yep. We'll lift this up and go fix some of these patches here. Alright. One more and we can move over to this next field here. Okay. I'm going to get turned around here. I'm not as worried as anymore about the grass as I was before, because we have dedicated grass fields now. Lower planter and hire worker. Alright, we got him planting. What else can we do? Need to tend to the sheep here. Yeah, they've made a mess. Alright, lower bucket. If the sheep are this messy, I wonder how messy the pigs are. You know what? We need to get into pigs. We really do. But to get into pigs, let me dump this real quick. To get into pigs, we need water, straw, and I wonder if we could just do bales with that. Need water, straw, corn. We've got corn. We've got barley. I don't think we have any wheat. Canola, sunflowers, soybeans. We've got that. Potatoes and sugar beets to have them at 100% productivity. And they produce liquid manure and manure. And I think you can sell them back too. I think when they have reproduction, they are quite reproductive. So, and I'm already up to 195 sheep. So you need 50% base food corn, grain, wheat or barley, protein, canola, sunflowers, and soybeans, and a root crop. So we got to have a root crop to do pigs. Well, we have a sugar beet harvester, don't we? Yeah, somewhere. Where are we at? Let me move this guy. Can't believe he missed that strip right there. Did he miss anything else? Oh yeah, he missed a big strip over here. The edges, I don't think they matter, but let me go investigate that strip over here that he missed. Get this little bit right here. Looks like it's up there on that top left corner. But yeah, we have the little tractor sugar beet harvester. I may plant some sugar beets somewhere. I don't want to plant a bunch of them because that takes forever to do. So no, not this big field. It's going to be a small field. I'm thinking maybe 24. 24 looks like a good one to planting sugar beets and harvest just that field. Tell you, 7 and 8, if you're going to get into pigs, 7 and 8 look like they'd be really good to get into because they're so close to them. You know, plant corn and sugar beets and offset them, you know. And then you can just store it up there at the train station up there. There's one right across from the pigs, so I don't see any missed places up here except for this little patch. Maybe it's just a map glitch. I don't see any missed places, so we're going to move on up the hill here. The only downside to these big buds is they're slow. You could get a Case or New Holland. I think they go 26. And I don't know what the Challenger goes. We'll be getting those eventually, though. I've got money in the bank, and I'm tempted to spend it, but I don't know. I'm kind of saving that for fields and maybe pigs. So I don't know. When we hit the great demand for wool, though, I think we're going to be ready. I've got almost a full trailer of wool, and if it goes back up to 15,000 again, we are going to make some money. Let's see now. I probably need to do some inrows here, at least down on this far end. Need to get these trees up here started cutting up here, and Need to get those all cleaned up before I move up to field 5. So that'll be a project to work on off recording, and get all those trees cleaned up and sell the wood and move on up to field 5. I think field 5 is the priority now. After that, once we buy 26, it will be. But we got a pretty big operation up there at field 5 that we can tackle. Uh-oh. Nope. Go back. I hit the wrong button. There we go. So yeah, while he's doing that, let me see that the problem with this planter is it misses so much. Even on the, if you have a tight space, like close to that green building, it misses, and even at the ends it misses a lot. I'm disappointed that that does not fertilize. I was really hoping that would work. But you could probably plant the whole map with this thing because it's got a high capacity on it so far, and it doesn't look like it's using a lot like the other one does. So if you want an extended range seeder, here you go. Let's see, let me just, this one's at the homestead. Let me just get out of this thing and there's our Puma. Yeah, there it is. This is our sugar beet harvester that we currently have. And this will work. What's the width? 3 meters and 3 meters. Then you move on up to the Homer, and this is 4 meters. It's 1 more meter on that one. Of course, then you have the high capacity harvester, which is really nice. This thing, I gotta tell you, I don't think I'm ever gonna buy this because, yeah, I know, you know, in Germany or wherever over there, they put the sugar beets on the ground and then pick them up with this thing. But why put them on the ground? I mean, does it increase the yield at all? I mean, if it increased the yield, yeah, I would see maybe, you know, getting it. But, I mean, you dump it on the ground with this thing, and then you pick them up with this. I'm sorry, but I would rather offload directly from this. Unless, and like I said, unless this increases the yield, I would rather offload directly from this into the tipper and take it straight to storage and not dump them on the ground and have to come back and use this. So, but anyway, here are the, here's the modded header. You actually get 5.5 meter. You get 1.5 meters more than you do on the end game one, which is 4. So we'll get, eventually we will get that machine. I don't know, they make a smaller one here, but the capacity is only 30,000. And 385 versus 495. I'll probably just go ahead and go with the big one and skip this small one. If we were playing on medium or hard, I might start with this one because, you know, money would be tighter. But eventually I'll probably go with that one. But for now, we'll use our little tractor one here, and I think that'll be enough just to take care of pigs. So, because the prices for sugar beets are not very attractive. See, they're about $392. So, I mean, it might be something that you could sell on the side, you know, just to make a little money, a little extra money on the side. But no, that's not enough. And we're just going to take care of pigs, and we're not going to have that very many to start off anyway. So where are we at here? Here's our trucks, harvesters. Need to get these guys back over to the farm. There's our Puma. And he's still going. So actually, let me fire him while he's at the end here. We'll get him turned around to where he's going a long ways here. Alright, so we'll get the rest of these fields cultivated, and got our planter. He's done planting here, so we'll move him down, and after we fix the patches that he missed. So we'll let this guy continue cultivating and get the rest of the fields cultivated and planted in sunflower. And at some point I'll clean up these logs. Don't know when that'll be, but hopefully soon. And yeah, we'll get all this done and come back next time and do something else. Maybe we'll get to planting sugar beets or something. Get ready to get some pigs. So until next time, guys, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. See you guys later.